Nah. Is it like blurry? I'm working on. I drifted again. I'm working on these little clay pens. This camera can't focus very good, but I got band-aids. I have pairs of lungs. I got little eyeballs. You can't see them too good right now because they're all this gross pale color of the clay, but like this one's a heart. And I'm making them out of polymer clay, and then I'm gonna bake them and then paint them and put little where are they? I keep hitting this thing with my damn head. Okay, I don't know where they are, but like there's the little pin backings, so you can like stab it through something and wear it. Yeah, I usually do my crafting streams or art stuff at night, but I gotta finish these by like tomorrow, so. I do like Minecraft though. I gotta jump back on the realm I joined and keep working on my big house. I wonder if anyone's found it yet. Yeah, I'm having a nice time. Oh no. Rip all the missed homework. It's really been 3 weeks. Time moves too fast. Time needs to like stop. Take a breather. Let everyone catch up. That's good. Well, congrats. Oh man. Yeah, don't you like speak Croatian? Although, you know, remembering back in my like English classes, it would always be the most confusing nonsense stuff. Or depending on if it was like if they were trying to make it a literature class, you're supposed to be learning like reading comprehension. It never went great. I am very tired. I got a bunch of stuff to do, and I'm not very good at like prioritizing the order in which I should do things. So like, yeah. Slightly grossed out by like the pale color of this clay. I'm actually a little nauseous right now. It's just such a gross color. It's like bloodless organs. Those look like tenses? Perfect tense, past perfect tense, that kind of thing. Yeah, a lot of stuff that I learned like in English class is like, which one of these is an adverb or whatever. And then when I grew up, I never really needed to know that, so it's out of my brain now. I can't remember what the fucking adverb is. I don't know what perfect, past perfect tenses are. Yes, I'm claysist against this very pale clay. It is too clay. It needs to get some sun. It's like, buddy, don't ask me. Go hire a Croatian teacher. Bitch, what the fuck is the language? I'll kill you. Okay, see you. Good night. Good luck with all your school nonsense. Thank you. I will very much enjoy selling my tiny organs to people who are in need of tiny organs. Where are we at? Going on the miniature black market. Selling tiny organs to elves and fairies. Okay, Atsu, I'm making some clay pins. I don't know how well they're showing up here because I don't know how to get this thing to zoom or focus. Like, I've tried... Uh, what does that mean? I'll, like, lower the brightness. Oh, I can. Can I move that around? Okay, I can't move that around. Yeah, I'm working on little clay pins. I have band-aids, pairs of lungs, eyeballs, and hearts, which I'm working on now. I also have this little bag full of other little designs that I made templates for. And hopefully I'm going to get as many designs done as I can with at least like 4 or 5 per design. I gotta bake them and paint them. Yeah, after carefully making sure they look how I want them to look. Then I gotta put little pin backings on them so that people can stick them to things. Or in some of them I might drill these little hooks into them so that they could wear them as a necklace or earring or something. 3 kids. Man. One more heart. Huh? Let's pee real quick. I know. What's in? Didn't realize there was cat hair in the mug before I poured the tea into it. Cat hair and dust and stuff. How the hell? Looks better. Yep. Go crumble it. Like, like, the fuck up the light. There seems to be a noticeable blur, like, right in the middle, and I don't know what's up with that. Some of the new stuff I have. What the fuck? Okay, I got some parts. Let's see what else I can try to do. Oh no, these are all clay. Although this gross, fleshy, pale color does look kind of like cookie dough. A really gross, pale cookie dough. Okay, I already did that. I made these little templates and printed them out and put clear packaging tape on them so I could use them as little templates for the clay. Yeah, cookie dough is definitely a better way to think of this than flesh dough. I should probably be... It just looks so pale and gross. It looks like bloodless organs. It's nasty. It doesn't help that I'm also turning them into little organs and stuff, so I can make one that's a cake, that's pastry. This one should be pretty simple. I was gonna make little cake shapes and then paint various pride flags and stripes along it so it looks like it's little gay little cakes. And a boba tea, coffee mug, a little pill capsule that says don't forget your meds, tea mug, a hand, and a gastrointestinal system, which is going to be kind of difficult to detail, but I really want to have some little guts. So we got a brain and skull. For these, I'm gonna, well, they're made of polyclay, so I have to bake them. The good thing about polyclay is that you don't have to cover it or anything overnight because it stays smushy until you bake it. So I was working on these like a couple days ago and they're still rather soft. I made way too many band-aids. I'm gonna bake them and then attach, where did I put them? It's little pin backings. I was supposed to start working on these like last week, but I didn't. Okay, I don't know where they are. They're little pin backings, you know, like the little straight back pin backing, so you can put you loop the pin through the thing and then lock it. They're that kind. I'm gonna glue those to the backs and then paint them and sell them as little pins. Yeah, they could also be magnets. If I had like a sheet of magnet material, I could make them magnets, but I do not have a sheet of magnet material. I could also add these little hooks with they screw into things, so I can make some of them into charms that people could make for put on a necklace or an earring or something. But for now, they're just going to be clay pins. So I have to cook them all flat and then put the things on. I think maybe next I am going to do the cakes. Just because they're simple. Sort of order on those. Oh yeah. I'm sure someone who's into Menhera or something would like to put very veiny eyeballs and band-aids and lungs on their tree. I would if we did Christmas trees. The hand is going to be difficult. I'm trying to see. Okay, I'm trying to order these in a way that I think they'll be easier to make to try to figure out which ones I can do. The pill bottles will be easy, but the painting will be hard. Okay. trying to put them in an order in a vain attempt to help myself prioritize. Ish. Shoot. Sorry about the gross noises. The allergies are getting to me this year. I'm dreaming of a bleak Christmas. Honestly, wrapping a dead fur tree in viscera sounds very pagan, which many Christmas traditions were like taken from. So, a vain attempt. Yeah, that emote perfectly captures the feeling of making a horrible pun. For a fruitful spring after a brutal winter, wrap your dead fir tree in the viscera of reindeer. Break eggs over the top to symbolize fertility. Bleed on it a little, maybe. Like, we got the reindeer blood in there, but, you know, you may want to get different types of blood, you know, give the spirits or the gods or whatever some more options to work with. I hope a pagan never hears this. It's probably incredibly insulting. That is a very nice way to say that I am a jack of all trades, master of none. Ah, yes, of course. Find a friend for whom it is that time of the month and ask them to donate a little bit for your ritual. Ensure them that it's a totally chill ritual. You're not going to summon an ancient god or anything. You're just hoping to make your crops grow better next year because your tomatoes did not turn out as well as you wanted them to. The gods or spirits or whatever, like, oh shit, dude, they go for the menstrual blood? This is the primo stuff right here. Full of nutrients. Yeah, I think it's fun to do just kind of everything and not necessarily be great at anything, but still have fun with whatever you're doing. Do everything sort of okay. I had worked with polyclay before, so like, it's not completely new or anything, but it's been a long time since I worked with polyclay, and I don't know why I have tinfoil down. I think it was just to make a workable surface, but the surface was becoming unworkable. I'm gonna have to move these. Like, fuck. I want to like bake them on a sheet like this, so maybe I could bake some of these. Okay, hold on. Damn it. Fuck. I have to, I need an extension cord, hold on. Okay, so I gotta plug in the little, I have this little, toaster oven that I like never use. I haven't used it since I got it years ago from a friend who I was helping move. And I've like never ever actually used it for food. I tried to use it once, misunderstood how to use it, and burnt the fuck out of some toast. So instead I've decided to use it for baking polyclay. Yeah. And also, learning skills in one field can help you for other things, you know? This keeps drifting. Okay, 275. Okay, I'm gonna set that to keep on. Yeah. Oh, cool. I've never made a knife, but that's useful to know. And I usually only ever make really small things out of polyclay, so my little toaster oven is pretty much the perfect size for it. Let me adjust these. Gently lift my organs into place so that I may put them into the toasty box. There we go. Roasted garlic, I bet that smells so good. I don't do a lot of fancy culinary stuff, but I would like to try roasting whole heads of garlic. Okay, stick to the other clay. Okay. Yeah, basically I was supposed to start working on these like a while ago. Okay, I'm gonna have to like put them, I'm gonna have to put them on here actually. I hope it won't. I hope the coating on this won't like melt off or something. But like I was supposed to start working on these like a while ago because I have a little craft fair to sell some stuff at tomorrow evening by like 5 p.m. So thankfully I have time. But still, I'm kind of kicking myself for not prioritizing this better. Like, I did feel awful for a few days, and I was working on some other stuff, but... yeah. And I do already have a bunch of stuff that I can sell, but it's also like I wanted to get these ready, so I have to try to do at least a few of them. I'll have a bulb and tinfoil, cut the head off, drizzle it with oil. Ooh. Oh, that sounds good. Oh yeah, the Ren Fair was a great time. We sold out both days, which the staff at the museum were very happy to hear about, because they were kind of struggling for a little while during the downtime. Festivals are like the big money draws, so not being able to have festivals for a whole year was pretty tough on them. But Ren Fair sold out. It's looking pretty good. It has been pretty good for the other festivals we've been able to have. Those being the Wine Fest and the Children's Festival, which was the previous one. And it's looking pretty good for the Harvest Festival, which is October 2nd and 3rd, which is our longest running festival. It's been going on for like since they opened the museum in the 70s, I think. So it's our oldest one, and we're gonna sell a bunch of pumpkins, and it's gonna be a great time. My outfit worked out pretty good. The safety pins kept on doing themselves, but it turned out pretty good. Yeah. Okay, is that preheated? I don't know how to tell if it's preheated or not. Okay, for now I'm gonna set my little these things to the side. There is something I'd like to do with the eyeballs that I'm not sure I'll be able to do in time, so I may have to like save them for later. But I want to make a little mold of like a small, thin, sort of flattened dome to go over them with like some leaking tears, and I want to make a silicone mold for that, and then pour some resin in the silicone mold, and then rest that on top of it, so it's gonna look like a glossy, leaky, tearing eyeball, because I think that would be cool to have clay and resin. I don't know if I'll be able to do that in time, but if not, it's a nice little local place and it's pretty easy to get a spot there, so I can always try next Friday or Saturday or Sunday or whatever. And until I'm sure that that's preheated, I'm just going to keep those over here and hopefully not knock them off the table. It was a lovely time. I spent a little too much money, but I needed some new ceramics anyway. Because I accidentally dropped and broke some of my plates and bowls. It'd be nice to have a proper acrylic roller and some of those little spacers. There'll be like these little bars, and they'll be like a 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch, however big you need, and you can roll them down with the roller so that when it hits the bars, it doesn't get any smaller, and you can carefully just roll it down. Currently, I'm just estimating. Fuck. Posture check, hydration check. Maybe I can think of this stuff as cracker dough. Like these things. Maybe it'll toast up. Well, I know it won't change color, but I can imagine that it will toast up and stop being this gross, pale, fleshy texture and color. These are what I'm working on. I'm currently waiting for my toaster oven to. Is that preheated? It definitely feels really hot. I'm gonna put these in for 15 minutes and see how that works. Okay. Okay, where's my phone or something? Okay. Timer. No, damn it. 15 minutes, go. Okay. Tough on these C's for a crimp. I'm concerned about the bubbles I've been getting in this. Because you don't want bubbles in clay. Like, what the fuck? What? Okay. Not gotten this many bubbles in a roll before. But that's okay. Ah. This is basically like cutting cookies, but the texture is significantly different. Savor the peelies. Not plugging my laptop. Oh. I'm really hating how the camera seems to be making my hands look almost as pale as the clay. I don't appreciate that. I mean, yeah, they're pretty jaundiced, but like they're a little bit tan. Come on. Put this one over. Yeah, some of them made backward. Currently. Okay. 15 minutes already. Wait, I don't have an oven mitt. Heck.
There's a place that's world renowned. It's a famous part of town. Mystery is its speciality. There's a crazy ballyhoo down on Lenox Avenue.
I use this cute little kitchen towel to carefully take my not cookies out of the oven. A bunch of lovely little organs and bandages. Oh fuck, where do I set this? I didn't think this through. Okay, I hope that was enough. I can turn that off for now. Alright. I'm worried they're not like done enough. Maybe I should let them absorb a little extra heat, but I don't want them to crack or get brittle. Okay, now they should be fine. A little smaller, actually. Oh, does it keep going until I turn on? Wait. Okay. yeah. Yesterday I was going on a little bit of a Bandcamp shopping spree, and I finally got one of Dandy Wellington's EPs. Dandy Wellington is a pretty popular figure in like the historical fashion community online. He always looks excellent, and he has a band. And this is the music the band does. He's a big proponent of vintage style, not vintage values. Because, you know, sometimes in, like, historical communities or people who, like, do what I think they call history bounding or whatever, you get some creeps. Or you get people who are weirdly presumptuous about your personal beliefs if you like to dress like a person from, like, the late 1800s or something. Yeah, he's pretty great. Dandy Wellington, if you want to look him up on the Instagrams or the Bandcamps or something. Guy always looks immaculate. Little cherries over here. Beef Wellington. Yes, first name Dan, second middle name Beef, surname Wellington. Close enough.
Ha! Gather up your best regalia. We're all strutting by azaleas. Party in that hot house round the block. Oh, shuffle on up for our greenhouse stomp. Yeah, there's dancers prancing by the peonies. Lola Lilac's getting boozy. Pansies posing with Magnolia Fox. Oh, we're all synced, tickled pink for our greenhouse stomp. Fern and berry, a crate hysteria by the lemongrass. Rose and dahlia fill with laughter, doing agapanthus dance. So grab a partner of your choosing. I'll be there with black-eyed Susan. For a female, she's the top. Yes, get back, buttercup, huh? Grab a clover just for love. We're all pining for our greenhouse stomp. Gather up your best regalia. Oh, we're all strutting by azaleas. Party in that hot house around the block. Won't you shovel off for that greenhouse stomp? Yeah, there's dancers prancing by the peonies. Lola Lilac's getting boozy. Pansies posing with Magnolia Fox. Yes, we're all synced, tickled pink for our greenhouse stomp. Fern and berry, a crate hysteria by the lemongrass. Rose and dahlia fill with laughter, do an agapanthus dance. So grab a partner of your choosing. I'll be there with black-eyed Susan. For a flora female, she's the top. Oh, get back, buttercup, huh? Grab a clover just for luck. We're all pining. Yes, perfect timing for our greenhouse stomp.
Oops, it's a playlist. For anyone out there listening, I'm sorry for the genre whiplash. This is just how I live. Oh, genre whiplash. It's where you go from like one music genre to the next when you're like in your car or something with your friends, and you go right from like, I don't know, for an example, like heavy metal, so like Vocaloid, to like folk music, to techno, and just sort of, yeah. Like just now I went from sort of ragtime, bop and swing to these techno beats, which aren't too apart from each other because they're both pretty energetic, but yeah. Like, I think I'm immune to genre whiplash because, like I said, this is just how I live. But eventually I realized that some people aren't like this. I don't know what to tell you, everyone. I just like what I like. Toss it all together into a big soup. Okay, they're cooling down. Seems fairly well hardened. That's good. Alright, they're cool enough to grab. The bake is just 15 minutes, so I put these on for 15 minutes and I took them out earlier after my timer went off, and then I was just letting them cool down because they get really freaking hot. And I'm just trying to unstick them from these so they can cool off the rest of the way. They're cool enough to handle pretty easily. I just had to leave them for a while to make sure. You know how sometimes you give something a little tappy tap and it doesn't feel that hot, but like when you try to pick it up, the heat suddenly accumulates in your fingers and you're like, you know, I do that a lot. So to save my stupid ass this time, I gave these more time to cool off. They feel pretty sturdy too, so that's good. Alright. I can put these... Where can I put these? Ah. I'll put them on one of the cute little handmade bowls I got from the Ren Fair. One of the vendors at the Ren Fair. And start making a new tray of pieces to bake. How pleasant. It's like a gross little candy bowl. Okay, so with that. Pill bottles. I don't know if I'll have quite enough clay to do as much of these as I want to, but I'll just do a few of these and then try to mix in another one. What's my laptop doing? Okay, it's doing okay. Sometimes I have to get my little flat ice pack for my laptop because it starts overheating. Overheating, I don't know why I said it like that. Don't forget to do stretches now and then, everyone. Especially if you've been sitting like a shrimp. Yeah. I'm willing to deal with the overheating problems of laptops and their sort of limited capabilities because I can, if I'm not feeling too good, I can take one and like lay down on something and still have my laptop right with me. It's a lot harder to do that with a desktop. And also I can take it to cafes and stuff and be a fucking hipster working on this stuff at cafes. Or libraries. I haven't done that in a long time due to the plague, but like, you know what I mean. This new clay is like, you gotta beat it up a little bit. Yeah, for my laptop, I got a. They make these freezer packs nowadays that are like big and flat, and so I just kind of put one under my laptop, and it helps it with the heat problems during the summer. Direct? I do not know what you're referring to today. You gotta remember I need context. Can get a few tunes in here. Ah. That's like where they talk about new stuff, right? I'm sure I'll be seeing weird jokes about it on Tumblr later. Oh yeah, what sounds good? Okay, sweet. Don't do a couple of these. They're making a Mario? Oh, about that. Are they doing that annoying thing where they get like a bunch of super big name celebrities to do voices instead of, people who are actually voice actors to try to hype up the movie? Because they think people need big name recognizable actor names to go to a movie anymore, which is stupid. I'm so fucking tired of them not hiring proper voice actors for movies, you know what I mean? Okay. Oh my god. I'm kind of okay with Jack Black, because Jack Black has done a bunch of voice acting and he always brings a lot of character to things. I can't remember who Chris Pratt is. For a second I was like, the guy from the Christmas Tree Vine, but no, that's Chris Pine. Yeah, Brandon, ask me what kind of tree I have. Ask me what kind of tree I have. Is it Chris Pine? Yeah, I don't know who the fuck Chris Pratt is. Want some more of my creme brulee. Oh, that one. Okay, there's too many Chris's and I don't know which one is which. Okay, yeah, that guy. Why is he Mario? Yeah, I don't really care about who's in the movie. Like, Jack Black's a good voice actor, but like, is it gonna be a fun movie? I don't want all this Zendaya Michi stuff. I want fun movies that are good and enjoyable to watch. I can't remember who Charles is. Try to draw on a lip. Sorry. I don't know. Okay, this might be having some problems, so I might have to switch. Hold on. Is that enough charge on it? Yeah. And it's just like, Oh yeah, I've seen clips of that old Mario animation and it is amazing. Definitely not because it's good. Fucking, okay. Okay, hold on. No, that's not the one. Do I have my other one in here? Okay, hold on. You wanna see my shirt? It says too glam to give a damn. How the hell the cameras work? Isn't that amazing? I found it at the thrift store yesterday. Found this in the corner. Come on. Oh, the live action one, yeah. I haven't seen that whole thing, but I also have seen clips of it. There we go. Okay. This poor little thing is overheating, and the video is freaking out. Oh dear, that's getting hot. Okay. I also got these pajama pants at the thrift store yesterday. Aren't they lovely? I washed everything before wearing it, don't worry. Fucking. Probably should have just put my phone down. I don't know what I'm doing. But you don't come here and watch me know what I'm doing. Okay. So this one I can get a zoom going on. Okay. Just a second while I deal with this mess. Oh, thank you. Pie from the pie rat. What a treat. Okay. I literally just have this hanging from a ribbon on the underside of my loft bed. I'm gonna adjust this all now. Alright. Okay. Chat box is still up there. Alright, cool. Alright, well, at least with this one I have zoom and it focuses better, although it is just my phone. So it may get a little laggy. It's a big problem with it. This other one was a gift from a friend. And I do like some of its features, but it doesn't have like auto stuff, you know? Where's my... Sorry for that noise. Okay. Alright. Now you get to see my horrible posture. I just put this in the corner of this little webcam here. Because otherwise the Droid Cam only does this little box shape, and there's nothing over here, so... Continue, because I gotta get these done. In a little bit, maybe I'll let this go for another hour or more. I gotta work on something else for a little bit while I eat some food. Then I'll get back to working on these off camera. Because I gotta let the tenants have some internet time. They can already access the internet, but like one of them gets home at like 6:30 and is a gamer, so the internet always slows down significantly whenever he's online. So it's easier for me to just try to time streams around that. That's why my schedule is so weird. Okay, not the perfect pill bottle, just a pill bottle. Posture check. Hydration check. Doggo check. Hello, dog. Oh wait, Marcy, did you want me to get on voice? Because I can if you want. I just have to, like, possibly get my headset. So feel free to rant in Cletus chat about it. Oh yeah, Crump, I'm part of my friend's art Discord. If you want to join an art Discord, let me know. I think Chris Pratt as Mario is a really weird choice, unless he's going to do a ridiculous, stereotypical Italian accent. I hope he is, in which case, that would be great. Okay, cool, because I don't have to put my headset on right now. Say, Lee, what do you want, huh? Do you want to go out? I want my dog out. Donkey. Oh my god. To go open the door for my dog. Hey, go out. Go on. Ah. They definitely are getting some recognizable names in there. Out of spite, I will never watch the movie. I will only watch clips of it if it turns out to be hilariously bad. Or just bad. It could turn out to be just bad. If it's actually good, I will be astonished. Oh, it's a little wonky, but it's okay. It makes it look... Oh my fucking god. Well, they gotta get someone to do the mocap for Yoshi. If Yoshi's in there, it's probably gonna be... Oh no. What if they do the Pokemon movie thing where it looks hyper realistic, you know, where it looks more textured than actual real animals? And it's just kind of uncomfortable to look at. What if they do that to cute little Yoshi? I'm not even that big of a Mario fan. I barely know Mario stuff. I do know that Yoshi is adorable. Oh wait, it's not live action, right? So okay, it should be better then. I have no idea what the style is actually. Is it like semi-realistic live action? I mean animated. I'm so worried. I'm gonna be seeing nothing but memes about this for like months. Oh my god. That is true. Yoshi and Gollum have very similar like voices. Oh my god. But he doesn't... I guess it might be funny to see Toad not screaming. All I know about Toad is that he's my favorite Mario character. Because he just fucking screeches and he's a stupid little mushroom creature. And that's amazing. And Yoshi because it's a funny dinosaur. Also the squid and the ghost. Those are my favorite Mario characters. Okay, so... What the hell does Illumination do again? I think they do some pretty cool stuff, right? I can't remember. Either way, the all-star cast of voice actors is... I've already decided that I will not like it. And if I hear people telling me it's good and I should check it out anyway and it was surprisingly fun, then maybe I will. It'll be a pleasant surprise instead of an expected disappointment. Good. Ah, okay. The minion people. I bet there's gonna be a minion cameo. That's not turning out so good. Need to scrap that one. Something I could like smush the clay down into like little shallows. I don't think that's gonna work as well as I was hoping. Nah. Okay, probably, I'm gonna have to scrap that one. No. Hello, Ash. You don't have to talk in chat, you can... No one is pressured to participate in any way. You don't even have to stay here. I'm totally cool with people just checking in, being like, sup, and then peacing out, like... No pressure to chat or anything. Okay, just a second, let me... Okay, my headset's over there, I gotta go get it in a minute. Circle and scoop some out first. Try to get the basic features down first, yeah, that's better. Oh my god, my back. Daily. Ridiculously large headset. Okay. Alright, I'll be on Claytus chat. Accidentally making the skeleton a little bit sad looking, but they can have different expressions. Drew that way too high, heck.
think I'm gonna let myself go to like 6:30 on the stream, but I can stick around on voice chat if Marcirez wants to chill.
Is your mic even on?
You're very quiet. Let me see if I can. Okay, I'm gonna adjust your user volume a lot higher.
I have. Go ahead.
Alright, see you, Krim. I will see you later. Finger guns. Yeah, I can hear you a little bit now. I had to turn your user volume up to 200.
Yeah, I have my input volume pretty low, just so I don't damage any hearing.
A different approach. That's not.
It's not the same to watch the days move forward. I can't explain the things I'm feeling for her. Let me see. Take the things I've held on to in hopes that you could see the thoughts of you that fill my heart and burns inside of me. Let me see.
Okay, so the X's could be a little shorter.
The hell? Discord.
Discord.
Discord, what are you doing?
How dare you, Discord?
Okay, I don't think you heard any of what I said.
I heard the part where you said, "God damn it, Discord" or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So, apparently the new meme is replacing Chris Pratt with, I guess, either better actors
Yeah.
or people or other Marvel movie people.
Aha.
Robert Downey. So, folks on Tumblr don't seem to be taking the news
Yeah,
that
I can imagine. Like, I'm already chronically on Tumblr. I'm not even seeing the memes yet, but I'm totally willing to joke about this movie that I have not seen and is probably not even out of production. Just because I'm so tired of companies trying to cash in on, like, nostalgia using, like, famous people's names for hype. It's like, how about you give me something good for once?
I almost have no faith in that Legendary Pictures
Mm.
Gundam movie. I have all the faith in the world that movie is just going to be robot fights
Mm.
and zero anti-war sentiment, because that is what Gundam. Besides model kits, that's what Gundam is about.
Yeah. The classic meme of the Gundam shooting "War is bad" over the head of someone saying, "Wow, cool robot."
Yeah, there is another part to that where, besides ignoring the anti-war sentiment,
Mm.
it's it's Gundam. The Gundam franchise.
Cut out for a second. The Gundam franchise. Oh no, we lost him. Lost him to the great abyss.
And Discord disconnected.
Yeah, sometimes I'll have this problem where it'll be like, "We can't find your microphone. Where did it go? Oh no." And I'll be like, "You had it a second ago."
No, it's like it's absolutely just disconnecting me and reconnecting me. Discord, are you okay?
Is your
We need
internet
to get you
okay?
help. I think so.
Discord, are you doing all right there, buddy?
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Cool. I didn't even know they were making a Gundam movie. Feel free to tell me about it when you get back.
I don't know any more than you do, but
Ah.
I'm pretty sure it's just, oh wow, look at the cool robots fight, and have the anti-war message just be ham-fisted at best.
Mm. I did it. Sorry.
Alright, got me a bottle of water.
That's good. Gotta stay hydrated. Unstick this one. Oh no.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on.
Mm.
Legendary Pictures. Is it going to be their own thing, or is it going to be an adaptation of one of the
Hmm.
established franchises?
Hmm.
Okay, wait. Do we know anything about it other than the writers? Also, other than the writers, also it's simply set in the Universal Century, or will it straight up adapt? Yeah, is it going to be its own thing, or is it going to be like somewhere in the UC timeline?
Hmm.
Because there was a live action Gundam movie
Hmm.
that was set in the UC timeline.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It seems like there's quite a lot of Gundam to work with. Like there's a heckin' lot. That.
Yeah, the Universal Century is it's up a lot of that catalog.
Hmm.
But G Savior, 2000's live action. G Savior is a live action made for TV movie
Mhm.
made as part of the Big Bang Project, celebrating Gundam's 20th anniversary along with Turn A Gundam and a couple of video games such as Side Story 0079 Rise from the
Mhm.
Ashes, a novelization, a PS2 game, which acts as a sequel, and an audio drama were released to tie in with the movie's release in Japan.
That's a lot.
In Universal Century 2023, the Earth Federation collapsed, leaving behind a vacuum of power in its demise. The sides that were previously under Federation control became independent, calling themselves settlements. Two sides emerged for control over them: the Congress of Settlement Nations, Consent,
Mhm.
which controls sides 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7, and the Illuminati, which controls sides 1 and 4.
That's hilarious that the Illuminati is part of
The
this.
movie is centered on. Yes. The movie is centered on Mark Kieran Brennan Elliott, a former Consent.
It disconnected again. Consent mole what? We may never know. Multi-million-dollar corporation? Multimedia franchise?
You heard nothing of what I read, did you?
You got up to mole, something like based on a mole. Maybe we're about to say multi-million or multimedia or something.
Made for TV movie?
No, I got past that part. There was someone
Okay.
named Brennan or something. And there was, okay, I'm already forgetting. But you got like part way into what felt like a first paragraph, maybe?
Oh, God.
Discord just does not want you to teach the world, and by the world I mean like me and I don't know, probably Ash or someone, whoever's lurking, about the Gundams Forbidden Knowledge.
Um, a bad Gundam movie,
Mm-hmm.
which is a shame because the Universal Century is a pretty interesting little timeline.
It is a really cool name for
I
a
have to
thing.
say.
The Universal Century.
There are other centuries too. There's the future century, after colony, after
Oh.
war, correct century,
Mm.
cosmic era,
Oh my god.
Anno Domini,
Mm-hmm.
advanced generation, Regald century,
Mm-hmm.
post disaster, and a currently unknown timeline, which the Witch from Mercury is set in, which
Mm-hmm.
is a new Gundam show.
Much Gundam.
There is also, if you're actually going to like watch any Gundam, I suggest avoiding Cosmic Era entirely.
Mm.
Because that is more or less just a different take on the Universal Century, which I'm just gonna call
Mm.
I'm just going to call pretty Universal Century.
Ah.
Because it's just Gundam Seed is just 0079, but it's prettier.
I think I started
guess.
watching 0079.
But nobody has decided to like write about that.
Yeah.
So we start from 0057, or the birth, about Zeon Daikun hiding from Federation authorities while his son was born. But this character I just mentioned, Zeon Daikun, was I think killed by the zombies because reasons.
Because reasons.
So then
Go. Oh no, did you cut out again?
yes, I did.
Just for a second though, okay.
Cut out.
Oh,
What were you
no.
saying?
A little bit choppy, but I can mostly hear you.
No.
Hello?
Let me see if I can. Let me see if push to talk is better.
Mm. What even is push to talk? Is that like a walkie-talkie? Yeah, push the button to talk.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Am I still choppy?
Not at the moment.
Can you still hear me now that I'm outside of Discord's window?
Yes.
Okay. So what was I talking about?
The numbers of the years? They went to space and they're like, we're gonna start from 0, but be very optimistic about it by putting 2 zeros ahead of it, assuming that we're going to live for 1,000 years. That's just what I was thinking about. It's like, wow, they started off with the 2 zeros, huh? They're gonna fill those 2 zeros, huh?
They do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's mostly because when they launched into space, it was somewhere in a thousands number.
Mm.
I am not exactly sure when that is.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go in.
Mm-hmm. Let you go in. Check.
Okay, I can't find like an exact year of when mankind went to space, so the only real reference material we have is
Mm-hmm.
is like at least I think it's 0057.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna end the stream so that I'm not using up as much internet, but I'll stay on voice chat. If anyone's still there, I hope you have a good afternoon, morning, night, whatever time that is for you. Be on later as usual. Goodbye.